Okay, so this is cops discover caregiver's disturbing secret. Let's hop right in.
He disappeared for several hours with one of the residents and then showed up and the resident's dead.
He's already in rigor.
Yeah.
He's been down for a long time. Yeah, this is like...
It's been a while already.
It's been a while.
You keep
It takes about 3 hours for rigor to set up, so this guy's been alone for a while.
saying he was fine. He was fine. Clearly not. He's dead.
I know. I mean, he died in my arm.
He died in your car.
In Phoenix, Arizona, on April 10, 2025, a vulnerable adult with profound disabilities dies under increasingly suspicious circumstances. As police demand answers, the truth begins to surface, and all eyes turn to a caregiver who is hiding a disturbing secret.
I would never in my whole entire life think my brother would ever be killed by someone.
The following is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. In the early evening, Phoenix police are called to a group home for disabled and vulnerable adults after a resident, 50-year-old William Miller, was found unresponsive.
Was the guy who died or is dying in the car?
He was in bed.
No, so here's what happened. We think what happened. So we got here, there's a dude laying on the floor in the living room.
Okay.
Right?
So glad you made it. I just
dead, essentially. We worked him and took him to the hospital, but he's essentially dead.
Once William reached the hospital, he was pronounced deceased. According to his sister, William had been diagnosed with, quote, profound mental retardation and functioned at the mental capacity of a 4-year-old child.
He's childlike. He loves Christmas and opening presents. He likes, playing with his WWE toys. He's just a true kid in his body. I would never in my whole entire life think my brother would ever be killed by someone.
Unable to perform even simple tasks such as tying his shoes or bathing himself, William required a dedicated caregiver. Police turned to the program supervisor, 36-year-old Nuru Niankuru, for answers.
What happened with our guy who got transported to the hospital?
We did pick him up from the DTA, their program, and then he was in a van. He didn't want to get out of the van.
Okay.
So we have to take him out of the van.
Okay.
And then when we got inside the room, when we just found him, he was already not breathing. So one of my co-worker, he did CPR on him. But
which van did you guys pull him out of?
that van was there.
That van?
So he was in the van and he died? And then you, drove around with him for 3 hours? Because rigor has set up by the time he gets to the hospital. So that's at least 3 hours or more. And depending on how set up the rigor is, it could be up to 5 or 6 hours. So you're telling me that you've had this guy in your car for upwards of 5 hours at least. What? And he's not, the person wasn't mentally all there and you let him die and kept him in your car. Cool.
And right there?
Yeah,
when he was still in the van, was he breathing or was he...
He was breathing.
He was still breathing when he was inside the van.
Nuru explains it was only 1 or 2 minutes after they brought him inside that he suddenly stopped breathing and emergency services were called.
When you guys were driving here, was there any signs of him?
Fine.
He was fine. So when he arrived here,
He didn't want to get out the van.
he didn't want to get out the van.
Yeah.
But then how does he go from not wanting to get out and then he's unconscious?
I asked him, do you want to get out? He wanted mac and cheese. And then he's like, oh, sure, I want mac and cheese.
Okay.
So I thought he was going to actually get out and get a mac and cheese, but he didn't get out. So I came back to for him.
That's how I feel.
Nuru adds that while he did go inside the house without William, he didn't leave him outside in the van by himself.
Who was watching him though?
The one with the hat, the red hat.
The red hat?
Yeah.
Okay, so the only two people who were in that van alone between him breathing was our guy who got transported and Red Hat.
Yeah.
Does Red Hat have any behavioral help?
No.
Is he a staff member?
Yeah, he's a staff member.
They take the caregiver aside for questioning, but his version of what happened doesn't quite match up with Nuru's.
I went out and I saw him unconscious.
You saw him unconscious inside of the van?
Yes.
When he's inside the van, right?
So it was like this, a little like snorting or something.
So you weren't inside of the van alone with him at any point? Because that's what the staff manager's saying, that he went inside and you two were in the car alone for about a minute.
He called me, so he came to me and I came outside alone.
And he was
and
alone.
I saw him unconscious in the car.
Okay, so you were originally inside the home. You didn't go with him to go and pick up.
With stories that don't line up, officers press Nuru for answers, but the contradictions leave them running out of patience.
Today, you went. Was there anybody with you when you went to go pick him up?
The guy with the hat.
So the guy with the red hat?
Yeah.
The one that I was just talking to?
Yeah.
He went with you in the car, driving to go pick him up?
Mm-hmm.
He went with you in the car?
Yeah.
You guys drove together?
Yeah, yeah.
Because he's telling me something completely different. He's telling me that he was not in the car with you, that he was here at the group home, that his shift doesn't even start till 2.
Yeah, he started.
So somebody here is lying, and I need to find out who, because somebody's gonna die.
Yes,
so let's figure that out real quick. Were you driving the car alone, or was the guy with the red hat?
He was one went to pick up him up.
The guy with the red hat was the one who went to go pick him up?
Yeah.
You didn't?
No.
Because he's telling me that you went to go pick him up.
No.
Driving to go pick him up from the place.
I did not go pick him up.
That was not you.
No.
So if we go and we pull cameras from over there and we look at it and we see who picked him up, it's not going to be you on those cameras. It's going to be him.
Yeah.
While it's clear that someone is lying, investigators face an even bigger problem. According to observations made at the hospital, Nuru's claim that William was recently talking to him is impossible.
He's already in rigor.
Yeah.
He's been down for a long time.
Yeah, they said that last time they saw him normal was like around 10 in the morning.
10 in the morning. So what time is it now?
Yeah, this is like...
It's been a while already.
It's been a while.
With countless questions and no clear answers, police decide to take several caregivers into custody while they search for the truth.
I wish he would have just said what time it was. Because I need to know.
Listen, you're not under arrest.
Okay, let's see. 1807. 18 military time, I believe, is like... No, I'm not Googling it. That's 6 p.m. So the last time he was normal was 10 a.m. It is now 6 p.m. That's like 9 hours. That's 9 hours. How long was he in the van? I have so many questions.
You're just getting detained while we clarify some facts of the story here, okay?
That was fine.
They're about to learn there's a shocking and disturbing reason behind the inconsistent stories. According to another caregiver, Nuru had been the one with William, and he received a call from Nuru while he was still driving the van.
He's like, William passed out. I'm like, what do you mean passed out?
Wait, okay. New tells you William passed out.
Yeah.
Okay. Over the phone or in person?
Over the phone.
This is over the phone. All right.
I'm like, okay, you know what? Just swear. Go do the wrong with them. Right now, because I don't understand what Nuri is saying. So when I get there, he said he was passed out in the van.
So when New was talking to you over the phone, you couldn't really understand what he was saying?
I didn't understand nothing.
But now, when you were saying you couldn't understand, why is it that you couldn't understand?
He's
what
like,
did his voice sound like, or
like
why?
He's drunk.
An officer reads Nuru his rights and prepares to question him further, but another...
He said he sounded like he was drunk? Well, no wonder they waited until 6 p.m. to call for help.
Another officer quickly steps in to confront him.
Before anything, how much have you had to drink today?
When I was home?
So just in total from, like, let's say maybe an hour back, 2 hours ago, how much total have you drank today of alcohol?
I mean, when I was home, I had, what is that called? Royal Palm.
What? Oh, Royal Palm?
Yeah.
Okay, the whiskey?
Yeah.
So the other person is saying that when he got there, this guy was like slurring his words, not making sense, and he was drunk. So this guy was drunk while taking care of a mentally deficient adult. I wonder how many times he did that with no care or disregard for that person.
So you drank Royal Palm whiskey, how much?
I mean, it was half of it when I was at home.
Half of the bottle?
Yeah.
How big of a bottle? Are we talking the full-size bottle, a shot? What are we talking?
Just the shot.
The shot? So you drank half of that?
Yeah.
Okay. How long ago was that? When did you drink that?
That was like 1 a.m.
1 a.m.?
Yeah.
Okay. Why am I still smelling alcohol from your body right now?
I did not brush my teeth.
I would not be smelling that much alcohol off you if you had just drank half a shot over 12 hours ago. Almost 24 hours ago.
Yeah.
So just be honest with me. How much did you drink when?
I mean, half the bottle.
Half the shot bottle?
So, like,
Are you talking like the pint? The full-size bottle?
half of it.
Half of the pint.
Yeah.
An officer arrives to conduct a preliminary breath test, and as he's brought up to speed, he begins to form a chilling theory for what may have happened to William.
He disappeared for several hours with one of the residents, and then showed up and the resident's dead.
Oh, dead.
Yeah, well, they brought him inside, tried to do CPR, and transported him, and he died.
That's not call.
So this is getting even worse. So he disappeared with him while he was in a state for several hours and came back and the resident was dead. A resident who, at his age, right, had the mental capacity of a 4-year-old. That is devastating.
That's what it sounds like.
More likely.
Take the deep breath in. And blow out through the straw. Blow, 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 blow.
He's drunk. Yeah.
0.267.
Dang,
267. Oh.
0.267. He said he had a half a shot almost 24 hours ago, but he said a 0.27. That's way higher than it could be.
And he's going up. I can guarantee he's going up.
It's still climbing.
With this serious turn of events, the other two caregivers are released, and Nuru is brought to the police station.
Of course, because he was literally fucking blasted. And this guy, like, needed his help, and he was so drunk. He couldn't have helped him in any way. He couldn't have done anything for him.
As the detective begins his questioning, Nuru once again denies being with William today, claiming he didn't even come to work until the late afternoon.
Don't lie to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't lie to me.
Yeah.
Because we know what time you checked in. You clocked in at 10.
Mm-hmm.
You clocked in around 10.
10 in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
I was not there at 10 in the morning.
Because his appointment was at 11:30.
Though he finally admits he came in early to pick up William, getting a...
He came in early. He picked him up to take him to an 11:30 appointment. He did not get back until, I'm going to assume, 4 or 5. And when he did, the resident was dead. And he was so drunk he didn't even know. And his coworkers had to get that person out of the car and administer CPR. And that's when they figured out that he was too far gone. Because of him.
A straight answer for what happened next remains a challenge.
You knew about the appointment. You were going to take him to the appointment.
Yeah.
So you drove him to the appointment.
For the 11:15?
Yes.
I think the other guy drove him.
You keep changing your answer, man.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so why is that so hard to say?
I just don't remember all that stuff.
So you checked in around 10.
Yeah.
Then what?
And then the appointment was 11:15.
Did you guys make it?
I don't remember.
How do you not remember if you went in or not? Did you even go to this appointment?
I don't think I did.
Nuru claims that he canceled William's doctor's appointment and instead dropped him off at his day program. But even this will turn out to be a lie.
Let me ask you something. Were you already drunk?
Yeah.
What time did you start drinking?
At 10. Remember I told you around 10.
No, you did not tell me around 10.
That's when I went to the battle.
While Nuru says he began drinking that morning because of an argument with an ex-girlfriend, multiple co-workers shared this isn't the first time he's shown up to work intoxicated.
How often would you see him under the influence?
Because he's an alcoholic. He probably didn't think it was an issue because he could function because he's probably a functioning alcoholic, which happens a lot. Okay? It happened with a teacher. And she was going to school drunk. And yeah, this happens a lot. And functional alcoholics will do things like drive, go to their jobs, and they don't think that they're doing any harm, but they are, because you are depreciating your mental capacity, especially as a person who's taking care of vulnerable adults who need your full and constant attention, and you're just blasted in that environment. That is so careless and reckless. Like that is a felony. Like, my God, what do you think happens to caregivers? Or, not caregivers, but, like healthcare workers when they're drunk? The same thing. They're held to the same standard. This is disturbing.
Yeah, I'll say once a week.
Once a week,
I
he's
mentioned it to
drunk
my
at work.
bosses and my coworkers. So all my coworkers know he's the one with the drinking problem, and it's crazy.
According to police records, the area director admitted to being aware of the rumors, but there was never enough information to substantiate the allegations or take action.
Everybody minds their business here. Man to man, they just come get their bag and mind their business. That's what leaves a little gap for people to do little weird stuff. You feel me? Like, if he was to drink, there was some type of gap for that because we all mind our business. You feel me?
Because William never showed up for his doctor's appointment or his day program, investigators are now left questioning where he's been all day. Eventually,
In the back seat of that van, overheating. I can almost guarantee, and I would put fucking money on it.
Nuru admits that after he picked up William, he brought him back to his own apartment where he simply watched television.
So why take him to your apartment?
Just as I said, I was just trying to get the drink, and I know I could have done it. I could not have done it at work, so it just, you know.
So from noon to 1, what did you do with William?
I mean, we drove around, and that's when I went to
Did
Fry's.
you make any stops?
We went to Fry's.
What'd you do?
Fry's. So this is Arizona. I used to work for Kroger. Kroger owns Fry's. So Kroger owns Fry's, and that's in Arizona. So they're in the Arizona heat, and he's in that van all day. Hello, hello. They're in the Arizona heat all day, and he's just in the car overheating. How much you want to bet he didn't get him out when he went to his apartment? He was too busy getting drunk. He didn't care if he got him out. A vulnerable adult. He just didn't care.
You were Fry's.
I think that's when I went to buy the drink. I think that was because I had a small one, so I want to go get another one.
Oh, so you got another one?
Another small one.
Okay, so you got 2 small ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
The detective next shows Nuru a photograph captured from local cameras showing him driving around at 3:11 p.m., nearly an hour before he finally arrived back at the group home with William.
Did you notice he was unresponsive before that and you freaked out and started driving around?
Mm-hmm. You know, when I put up the van, that's when I started seeing like just the behave like.
That can't be true. He was in rigor. Rigor had set up in his body. It was at least 3 hours he had been dead. So that just can't be true. There's no way it could be true. I'm so annoyed.
His mood and like just not responsive.
You do realize that he was already stiff, right? He had rigor mortis.
What do you mean?
So when humans die, we become stiff, like a board, and he had advanced stages of that. So
Advanced stages. So that means he wasn't in the early part of it, which is at 3 hours. Advanced stages is like 5 to 6 hours to set up in the human body. So you're telling me that it had been like 6 hours. You had him with you for at least 9 hours, which means he died at least 3 to 4 hours into you caring for him. I just want to reiterate, an adult, he was caring for an adult with the mental capacity of a 4-year-old child. And he allowed him to die on his watch and then drove around with his body for hours. Yeah, they should just, at this point, they shouldn't even bother talking to him because he's just going to keep lying. He's trying to save his own skin. He does not care about this person that he harmed, and he never will. And it is abundantly clear.
what time did you notice that he was unresponsive?
Literally, like when he was sitting in the van.
Did you?
He started
Did you at any point leave him alone in the car?
No.
If William had been left in the car without air conditioning, with outside temperatures near 100 degrees, the interior could have quickly reached deadly levels.
Yes, and this is how babies die in cars, when they're left in cars. And that is how this man died. How much do you want to bet? I would literally put fucking money on it. He went to his apartment to get drunk instead of taking him to a doctor's appointment or to his day program. So he left him in his car, he got drunk at his home, and allowed him to overheat and die. How much do you want to bet? Because I would put all my money on it.
William may not have even realized the danger he was in.
What time did you notice he was unresponsive? Because I can tell you, when he got to the hospital, he was already, like I told you, stiff as a board. And that takes a while. That takes a little bit of time.
I mean, he was fine.
No, he wasn't.
You keep saying he was fine. He was fine. Clearly not. He's dead.
I know. I mean, he died in my arm.
He died in your car.
Thank you. Because this is starting to piss me off. I hate when they try to get evasive with it. You clearly committed this horrific crime against a person that needed you. And you allowed your alcoholism to get in the way of you doing your job, and you put a vulnerable person in a predicament where they died.
Detectives pause briefly to execute a search warrant for Nuru's blood. When the interrogation resumes, the focus shifts to whether he will accept any responsibility for what happened to William.
You think you were doing him a good service, a good deed by you drinking, being impaired?
No, I should not have done that.
Why not?
Yeah, the cop is getting to what they call the confrontation phase of the interrogation. They spend a while laying out the facts of the case and trying to drag the story out of them. They let them tell their story, and then they give them the facts that contradict their story, and then they let them integrate some of those facts into their story. But eventually it gets to a point where they start confronting them about how they're actively lying. And So we're getting to that phase where he's just going to start saying, yeah, blatantly, you're fucking lying to me. He was at like a 0.27 and climbing when they originally did it. So he's like, what, two to three times over the legal limit, maybe more. I'm terrible with fractions, but yeah, that's not good. That's not a good amount. I meant decimals. Sorry.
To me, when it comes to the members, we still have to care.
So you think you cared by you drinking? Not one bottle, but two.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the part
That's
drinking,
not caring.
I know. I'm saying that is not kidding. But I will not put him in danger.
But you did. You did put him in danger. You drove with him in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you are going to get charged. You are going to go to jail today.
I know.
Okay.
I know the consequences. But just for the record, as far as like food, for example, or drinks and stuff like that, or leaving him behind in the van, I did not do all that.
And that doesn't matter.
You know, so
that doesn't matter right now anymore.
Yeah.
You know why? Because he's dead and you're here.
Following his interview, 36-year-old Nuru Nyankuru was booked into jail on one count of vulnerable adult abuse. According to a local news report, the death of 50-year-old William Henry Miller was later attributed primarily to an irregular heartbeat, linked to hardened arteries, though the medical examiner found that extreme heat exposure and other medical conditions may also have contributed. The case is still ongoing. If you'd like...
Of course, it was heat. Just like I said, he went to his house, he left him in the car, and he went and got drunk. And because he already has pre-existing medical conditions, which he was missing a doctor's appointment to go sit in that car while that guy got drunk, right? Because he already had pre-existing health issues, he passed away. You can't leave human beings in cars in the Arizona heat at over 100 degrees outside. That car could easily get up to 3 times that. Like, we hear it all the time with parents who leave their kids in cars, right? It's like, oh, well, the car heated up very quickly. Yeah, because that's what happens. So I feel no sympathy for this man. He did this to himself.